Hi everybody, welcome to Harvard Community Park. We have the semifinals of the 16U here going on today between Explosion and the Corona Angels. Glad you can join us. My name's Dale Lopes. I'll be calling the play-by-play today. We are with Fast Pitch Films. Check us out on fastpitchfilms.com for all the great information about fast pitch softball that's taking place. Got some great shows for you. Definitely check us out. We should have a dandy game today in the semifinals. Corona will be the home team. And we're going to get to the starting lineups for you. First for the visiting Explosion. Leading off, right fielder Layla Gomez. Batting second will be Haley Sanchez. She plays left field. Batting third is Haley Olivas. She's the third baseman. Batting fourth, the shortstop, Alexa Ramirez. Batting fifth, Kalani Castor. She'll be in center field. Batting sixth, doing the pitching, Caitlin Dunford. Batting seventh, the catching, Jalen Paterez. Batting eighth, playing first base, Gabby Calderon. Batting ninth, the right fielder is Sophia McHale. That's the lineup for Explosion. And Faith Hernandez is doing the pitching for Explosion. All right. Let's get this show on the road. And pitching for Corona Angels is Carson Zavala. So here's Gomez. Leading off, shows bunt. Takes a strike, 0-1. Glad you could join us. We're just starting off. We have the championship game at 1 o'clock, so stick around for that as well. Right now, the semifinals for the 16U between Corona and Explosion. Here's a pitch, fouled away, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Haley Sanchez, the left fielder. And here's the pitch on the way, fouled away. So this should be exciting, this championship play here. Champions Cup from Irvine. We have great weather, great day today, so stick around and join us for the next 2 games. Here's the pitch on the way, taken high for a ball. Gomez, left-handed, wears number 18, plays right field. Okay, Zavala looks in for a sign. Nods yes, she's ready. Here's the pitch on the way. And it's a soft liner to the third and caught by Tiana Poole, the third baseman. So that's the first out. If you look at Corona, boy, they got some big kids. Poole, the third baseman's big. Even Zavala, the pitcher's big. They got some good-sized kids. The shortstop, Castillo. Some big kids on this team. And this is Haley Sanchez, the left fielder. Left-handed batter wears number 8. First pitch. Taken for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Glad you could join us. We're just starting top of the first inning. 1 out, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul, first base side. So the count goes to 0-2. This is the 16U semifinals between Explosion and Corona Angels. Just starting. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Taken outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got 1 out, nobody on. Pull up a chair. Spend part of Monday with us. Great day for some fast pitch softball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. Pitch outside. Looked like a little curveball away. That's the second out, and that's going to bring up Haley Olivas. She's the third baseman. Where's number 1? Haley goes to Gara High School. Good student, 3.6 GPA. First pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. She plays around the infield. She can play up the middle, second base, shortstop. She even plays a corner position, third. She bats right, throws right. She hits a ground ball to third. Play by Poole. Throw to first in time for the third outside retired. So the top of the first, Explosion. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Welcome back to the Champions Cup semifinals between Explosion and Krone Angels. Explosion went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first for the Krone Angels. The second baseman, Emma Jackson's going to lead off. And doing the pitching for Explosion is Faith Hernandez. So stick around for the championship game as well. That starts at 1 p.m. today. The winner of this game will move on. And it should be a terrific finals. Okay, so here's Emma. Second baseman, where's number 24? She bats left. .5 GPA. Tall kid, 5'7". And on the mound, number 27 for Explosion is Faith Hernandez. On deck is Haley Garcia. She's the center fielder. Here's a pitch by Faith. And it's taken for a strike, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the first, no score. All right, you can join us. Don't forget, check out fastpitchfilms.com. We have a lot going on in regards to fast pitch. Next pitch is grounded to second, throw to first in time for the first out. So Jackson's retired, and that's going to bring up Haley Garcia, the center fielder. And on deck, Anaya Togia. She's a first baseman. She bats third. So here's Haley. Where's number 27? She's a lefty as well. So Hernandez looks in for a sign, gets it, and first pitch is fouled away. So no balls, 1 strike. And here's the 0-1 pitch, shows bunt, and she went for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. You got 1 out, no score. Garcia at the plate. Here's the pitch. Chopper to short, throw to first in time, so Ramirez makes the play. Alexa Ramirez with a second out. And that's going to bring up Anaya Togia. So here's Togia. She's the first baseman. She wears number 10. That's right-handed. First pitch, changeup, swung on and missed for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Nice pitch. So she's a big hitter, obviously. Hits third in the lineup. She has good power. Here's the next pitch. She hits a soft grounder to second, underhand to first, side retired, just like that. Both sides go 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the second between Explosion and Krone Angels. No score. All right, welcome back. We're at Harvard Community Park today for the semifinals, 16U between Corona Angels and Explosion. Glad you could join us. Check us out at Fast Pitch Films. My name's Dale Oaks. I'm calling the play-by-play today for both games, the semifinals and championship game. And for the top half of the second inning, we have Alexa Ramirez leading off for Explosion. She's the shortstop. Where's number 11? She goes to Sonora High School. She's got a 4.0 GPA. Bats right, throws right.
Yeah.
She'll be leading off for Explosion. She bats cleanup. So here we go, top of the second inning. And Carson Zavala is on the mound for the Angels. All right, we're just about set. Zavala looks in, she's ready. First pitch. Inside for a ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Ramirez. She's a shortstop. Next pitch. Taken for a strike, so the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Glad you could join us. No score, top of the second. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. Taken low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Kalani Castor for Explosion. Center fielder. Zavala's ready. And here's a pitch. Hit foul down the third base line. So the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ramirez. Zavala's ready, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Taken outside, full count. So folks, once again, check us out at fastpitchfilms.com. There's so much going on at Fast Pitch. Check out our shows we have going on, games, everything you want to know about Fast Pitch, we have it. Check it out. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way, fouled away. So Ramirez hanging tough. Making Zavala work a little bit. On the top of the second, there's no score. Just starting. Glad you could spend part of your Monday with us for the semifinals here at Harvard Park. And here's the pitch. It hit high and deep to left, and adios means goodbye. Home run for Ramirez. And just like that, the Explosion gets the first run on the board on a home run by Ramirez. So she bats 4th. Now you know why. She got a 3-2 pitch she can handle. She drove it over the left field fence. That's 200 feet, and that was probably a good 10, 15 feet beyond. And the Explosion draws first blood. They lead 1-0. So here is Kalani Castor, the center fielder. Bats right. Where's number 17? Zavala's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken outside for ball 1. 1-0. So Ramirez homers. That's 1-0 Explosion. Next pitch is fouled away. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kalani goes to Sarah High School. She has a 4.3 GPA. Like I mentioned, she bats right, she throws right. She's a pitcher, plays outfield. She's playing center field today, but she also pitches. There's the next pitch, fouled away, so the count is, say, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We don't have a scoreboard working here, so we're trying to, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we don't have a scoreboard, so we got to see what the umpire shows us. Next pitch is a high fly ball, hit the right field, playable. Now the center fielder comes over, calls her off, makes a play. So that's the first out. Castor retired. That's going to bring up Caitlin Dunford. Caitlin, where's number 9? She's hitting for Faith Hernandez, the pitcher, so she's like the DP. And fake is the flex. And just like that, quickly, Dunford is retired. So that's the second out. And that's going to bring up number 32, the catcher, Jalen Pateres. So here's Jay. 2 quick outs after that home run by Ramirez. First pitch, taken outside for a ball, ball 1. 1-0 to Jalen. She's a catcher. Where's number 32? Bats right. She goes to Whittier Christian High School. Next pitch. And taken for a strike. The umpire has a delayed call on a strike. We can't hear him, so we have to wait for a signal. So the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Jalen, she's a smart kid too, 4.0. Here's the next pitch on the way. And that's taken for a strike on the outside corner. So we have 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. 1 in, nobody on. 1-0 Explosion. On deck is Gabby Calderon. There's the pitch on the way. Taken outside for a ball. So it's count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the second. So Carson Zavala on the mound for the Corona Angels. She looks in, gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Jay has to step out. She fouled that off her foot. So she's going to take a moment here to get reset. And as we have a moment here, let me remind you, check out fastpitchfilms.com for all your fast pitch needs. My name's Dale Lopes, doing the play-by-play for the semifinals and finals today. So stick around, stay with us. And let me tell you something, this crew here is dynamite. You talk about big league. These guys, they have it dialed down. These guys do a tremendous job. The cameramen, the production, guys behind the scenes, I'm telling you, it goes unnoticed, but not with us. Okay, here's the next pitch on the way. Taken up for a ball. Count is 3-2. Our crew is just dynamite here, I'm telling you. So we have a great setup here. They do a fantastic job. Check them out if you ever want to get something filmed. These guys are the crew to do it. Next pitch is taken for ball 4, so Jalen's on board, and that's going to bring up Gabby Calderon, the first baseman. She wears 00. She goes to South Hills High School. Her GPA, guess what? 4.0. She's playing first today. She can play the outfield. So here's Gabby. 1 on with 2 outs. 1 in. 1-0 Explosion. Zavala's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken outside for a ball. Ball 1. So Ramirez homered early on. She was the first batter up in the inning. Number 4 hitter, she homered to left. Here's the next pitch. And that's taken for a strike, so the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. We have a runner at first. 2 outs. A run in. Here's the pitch on the way. Grounded foul. Down the third base side, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Calderon. Playing first today. She also plays outfield. Big kid, 5'6", right-handed bat. Here's the pitch on the way. And it's taken outside. On deck is Sophia McHale. Zavala's ready, and here's the pitch. Taken low, fake throw to first. Jalen's back. Here's the pitch on the way. And there's a soft liner to second, and it's caught by the second baseman. That's Jackson for the 3rd out, but Ramirez home run puts Explosion on top. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Explosion. All right, welcome back. Harvard Community Park, semifinal 16U game. Explosion Angels, and Explosion leads 1-0. And for the Angels, the number 4 hitter, Cheyenne Castile, will be leading off. She's the DP today. Where's number 5? She's committed to the University of Nebraska. She bats left, throws left. So Cheyenne will lead off for the Angels. She bats cleanup. And Faith Hernandez is back on the mound for Explosion. She has a 1-0 lead. On deck will be Kennedy DeMott. She's the catcher. Where's number 42? Now we all know number 42 is retired in the big leagues. Here's your trivia question for the day. Who was the last player to wear number 42 in the big leagues? I'll give you the answer after this at bat. Think about it. How's that for trivia? Okay, so here's Cheyenne. She's ready. Here's the pitch. And it's a line drive, base hit right field. So just like that, Castile's on. And here's Kennedy DeMott, who wears number 42. So you didn't have much time to think about it, but if you had the answer, the last person in the big leagues wear number 42 since the number's been retired, Hall of Famer Mariano Rivera. There you go. Of course, the number retired because of Jackie Robinson. April 15th every year in the big leagues, everybody wears number 42 in his honor. Well deserved. So here's Kennedy. She's the catcher. So the Angels looking to get something started. Castile at first. Here's a pitch. High fly ball, deep center, and deep it goes. It's off the wall. Castile's going to third. She'll make it. And DeMott in the second with the stand-up double. So just like that, here come the Corona Angels knocking on the door. Second and third, nobody out. So here's Tiana Poole, the number 6 hitter. She's the third baseman. And she's got runners at second and third, nobody out. And we're going to have a runner here. That's Lauren de Guzman is going to run for DeMott, who's the catcher. So you got second and third for the Angels. They're threatening with nobody out. So Tiana Poole's up. On deck is Brooklyn Scott, the right fielder. So a chance for the Angels to actually take the lead with runners in scoring position, second and third. Here's the first pitch on the way. Taking high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out, 2 on. We're in the second, 1-0 Explosion, but the Angels are threatening. DeMott doubled, runners at second and third. You got to execute in this situation right here. Here's the pitch. Taken high, ball 2, 2-0. This is an ideal situation for Poole, the hitter. You got 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out, second and third. So basically you want to lock in on a pitch right here, something you can handle. When you hit 6th, you're in a productive hitting spot. You want to try to drive the ball to the outfield, get something in the air to get that runner at least at home, third. And she does so. Fly ball, center field, playable, but it's deep. And the ball is dropped. Dropped by the center fielder, and the tying run will score. And, boy, that's a big error by the center fielder. I think she was trying to get herself in position to make a throw. In doing so, she dropped the ball. So a run scores for the Angels. Still nobody out. Still runners at second and third because de Guzman went to third. She had to tag, But when the ball was dropped, she made it to third easily. And Tiana went into second base. So that's going to be an E8. And that's going to bring up Tori LaMagna, the left fielder. No, I'm sorry, that brings up Brooklyn Scott. Brooklyn Scott. She hits a line drive to second, caught, and the runners can't advance. So that was Brooklyn Scott. Here's Tori LaMagna now. She's the left fielder. So that line drives the first out for the Angels. They still have runners at second and third. And Tori LaMagna, the left fielder's up, number 18. Left-handed batter. On deck is Emil Castillo, the shortstop. All right, here's the pitch. Taken for a ball 1. So Hernandez is trying to get out this inning, giving up 1, but it's second and third with 1 out. And Tori at the plate, Tori LaMagna. Hernandez is ready. Here's the pitch. Oh, slap bunt. She showed buttons. Slapped away, fouled it off. So I believe the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck is Castillo, Emil Castillo, the shortstop. She's the 9-hitter. Here's Hernandez, here's the pitch, and they show bunt. She pushes down the right first base side, throw to first, too late, run scores, and LaMagna safe at first. So you have first and third, a run in, so Corona is now taking a 2-1 lead, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Emil Castillo. Where's number 4? So the Angels, they can come at you with the big boppers in the middle of the lineup, or they can come at you with a little ball like LaMagna just did. And you got Castillo, the number 9 hitter. You might see the same from her as well. So the Angels have 2 in, 2 on, with 1 out. Runners at first and third. And the shortstop, Emil, big kid, right-handed batter. Where's number 4? So first and third, you want to try to elevate the ball here, stay out of a double play situation with the runner first, but you might have the runner going here. And she doesn't. So LaMagna at first. Looks like she has good speed. Surprised she doesn't go here, maybe this or the next pitch. And here's the pitch. Line drive, left field, base hit. Down the line, 1 run is in. Going to third is LaMagna and is safe. And going into second is Castillo on the throw to third. So just like that, the Angels have struck for 3 runs here. And they now lead 3-1. And now we're going to go back to the top of the order with Emma Jackson. So 3 in, 2 on, 1 out for Emma Jackson. So Hernandez is in alphabet soup and spelling out trouble here. And Jackson shows bunt, pulls back. I believe that pitch was a ball. And here's the next pitch. And there's a base hit to left center. 1 run is in. And the Angels get their 4th run of the inning. And Castillo goes to third. Jackson at first. Still 1 out. So they got this merry-go-round going for Corona. First and third again. Still only 1 out. 4 in. And Ray Sanchez, the manager of Explosion, calls time. He's want to settle things down. So the Angels come back here in the bottom half of the second. They've scored 4. They have runners at first and third. Still only 1 out in the inning. And Haley Garcia is at the plate. She's the center fielder. And on deck is Anaya Togia. That's when you get into the middle of the order there. 3, 4, 5 hitters after Haley. So the Angels will do that. They can play small ball. They can drive the ball. And that's what makes them so challenging. If you're familiar with the Corona Angels, you know, they're one of the top teams. And you see why. 4 here in the second, and they're still hitting. So Sanchez is having a word with his pitcher Hernandez, trying to calm things and settle things down. Umpire tells Ray, at your first visit. And now we're set, ready to go. So here's Garcia at the plate with 2 on, first and third, with only 1 out. 4 in. 4-1 Angels. All right, so Hernandez is ready. Set, and here's the pitch on the way. Taken for a strike. So no balls, 1 strikes to Garcia. Haley wears number 27. Hernandez gets the sign. And there's a pitch. There's a bunt down the first base line, and it is a... Okay, so the umpire called the... Let me see. Did he call the batter out? Let me see. He called... Okay, dead ball, the batter's out. So apparently the ball hit her when she was running down the line. So Garcia's out for the second out. So that's 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Anaya Togia. She's the first baseman. Where's number 10? Bats right. Number 3 hitter. Here's the pitch on the way. In the dirt, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at second and third. 2 outs. So Hernandez is ready. She's a southpaw. Here's the pitch, taken way high. 2-0. Now you have a base open, yes, and it's 2-0, yes. But on deck you have the number 4 hitter, Cheyenne Castillo. I'm not sure if that's a smart move either. So it's pick your poison here. So here's Hernandez. She's ready. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball to third. Fielded throw. In time, side retired. But the Angels come up with 4 runs. And they take the lead going to the top of 3. 4-1 Corona. All right, welcome back. Go to the top of 3, 4-1 Corona Angels. They had a big 4-run second inning after the Explosion took the lead 1-0 in the top half of the second inning on a home run by Ramirez. The Angels came back, costly error, and the Angels get 4 runs. So we go to top of 3, and leading off for Explosion is going to be Sophia McHale. Goodness gracious, it's hard to read this writing here, I'm telling you. She's the right fielder. Sophia McHale. Where's number 6? Bats left. And here's the pitch on the way from Zavala. I think that was taken for a ball. Leadoff hitters on deck, Layla Gomez. So McHale at the plate. Here's the pitch. I think that was taken for a ball as well, so it looks like 2-0. The catcher turned around, I think, wanted to ask the count, or maybe ask where that pitch was, but you don't want to show the umpire up by turning around like that. You could just slightly Ask, he can hear you. Next pitch, taken for a strike, 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike, nobody out to Sophia Miguel. And here's the pitch on the way. Lined down the right field line, foul. So count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Slight breeze, blowing out to right now. So if you can, she's a left-handed batter. You lift the ball here, the ball will carry with that breeze. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch on the way. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Throw to first in time. And Miguel's retired. That's going to bring up Layla Gomez, the right fielder. On deck is Haley Sanchez. So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Gomez. So Zavala just wants to throw strikes now because you're ahead 4-1. And Gomez shows bunt, and that's a dandy, and that's going to be an infield bunt hit. So Gomez is on, and that's going to bring up Haley Sanchez, the left fielder. So 1 out, 1 on. On deck is Haley Olivas, the third baseman. So here's Sanchez, another left-handed batter. Where's number 8? She goes to Gar High School in Lakewood. GP is 4.0. A lot of smart kids out here, I'll tell you that. So here's Sanchez, here's the pitch. And bluff steal there, fake steal. Catcher came up throwing, but Gomez wasn't going. Trailing by 3, got to be smart here. Down 4, here's the pitch on the way. Taken for a strike, so I believe the count is, I want to say 1-1. Like I mentioned, we don't have a scoreboard, so we're trying to see what the umpire tells us. And we're down the third base line, so next pitch is taken down. I think it's 2-1 now. Yeah, 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. 4-1 Angels. Zavala's ready. And here's the pitch. Line down the right field line, foul. So the count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We have 2 southpaws going for both teams today for Explosion and the Angels. Zavala for the Angels, Hernandez for Explosion. And right now, the Angels lead 4-1. We're at top of the third. Glad you could join us. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Taken high, so full count. Now let's see what happens here. You have a full count, number 2 hitter, probably usually a good contact hitter, right? Do you put Gomez in motion? If it was me, I say yes, I'd send her. With my 2 hitter, that's a contact hitter, I would send her. Let's see what happens. They don't, and she fouls it off. Okay, so count remains full, 3-2, 1 out. I understand you're down 3, but it's early on. I say put an action play on, make the defense move around, play out of position. You got good speed at first. You got Sanchez that can handle the bat. Full count. Hey, I'll take my chances. Next pitch, fouled away, and Gomez wasn't going. So the count stays full, 3-2. Let's see if she goes here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Hit deep to right, and it's going to be off the fence. Gomez is going to go to third easily. Sanchez will cruise into second with the stand-up double. Now the ball gets away from the catcher on a bad throw, and Gomez will score, and Sanchez will go to third. So there's an error there that allows Gomez to score. And now Explosion is knocking on the door. They trail 4-2 with 1 out with a runner at third. And that's going to bring up Haley Olivas, the number 3 hitter. So this is a huge run at third for Olivas to drive in. With 1 out, you got to try to get the ball to the outfield. Yeah, you'd love to get a hit here, but your secondary is to get the ball to the outfield. If so, it's a sacrifice fly, and you get a run here. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken low in the dirt, ball 1. So if you're Olivas, you're looking to elevate, drive the ball, lock in, counts in your favor, 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. Here's a pitch. Line drive, foul. So the count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. And guess who's on deck? Alexa Ramirez. She homered in the second inning. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. And the next pitch, taken for a strike. So 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big AB here for Olivas. You want to drive that runner in. Ooh, next pitch just missed. The catcher was set off the plate. And Zavala hit her target, but she was off the plate, so it's a ball. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 and 2. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. So Olivas has worked the count full. So 3 and 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Olivas. 1 out. Runner at third. That's Sanchez. And here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Taken for ball 4. So Olivas is on. And that's going to bring up Alexa Ramirez. And she homered in the second inning. So she has a chance right here. To drive in 2. The time runs are on. Now let's see what they want to do here. Time is called. Not sure if they're making a pitching change. Let's see what they're doing here. So time is called for now. Ramirez at the plate. We have runners at first and third, 1 out, 1 in. The Angels leading 4-2. And I do believe they made a pitching change. And we'll get that to you in 1 second here. Okay, so the pitching change is, it looks like Anaya Togia is coming into, let me see. Is that Anaya? No, I don't think it is. Let's see. Number 3. Okay, here we go. Number 3. So that's going to be Bryn Carcamo. Bryn Carcamo, number 3. That's what we have on our roster here. Bryn Carcamo, C-A-R-C-A-M-O. Bryn, B-R-Y-N-N. Bryn Carcamo is coming in to pitch. Where's number 3? She's going to face Ramirez, who homered in the second inning. First pitch, line foul by Ramirez. So Ramirez at the plate, 1 strike, 1 out with 2 on. Here's the next pitch taken low. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. So tying runs are on, first and third. Still only 1 out, 1 in. Explosion needs to get this runner in at third. And here's the pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ramirez. She's the shortstop for Explosion. She's 1 for 1. She homered in the second. And here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Taken outside, ball 2. Runner doesn't go. So Olivas is at first. Ramirez at the plate. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul, third base side, out of play. So the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. 4-2 Angels, top of 3. Explosion have first and third. And there's a changeup, line drive, center field, base hit. Run will score. Great at bat by Ramirez. And now the tying run is at second, and Ramirez at first. So just like that, another run in. So Ramirez is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. And that's going to bring up Kalani Castor, the number 5 hitter, center fielder. The tying run at second. Here's the pitch. I believe it was taken high for a ball. So I think it's ball 1. So Castor at the plate. Kalani Castor. Here's the next pitch. Foul ball. So I think the count is even 1-1. So Explosion has responded. 2 in this inning. Still only 1 out. Tying run at second. Runners at first and second for Kalani Castor. Here's the pitch. Line drive, left field, base hit. And the bases are loaded. So Castor singles, hit the ball hard. No way for Olivas to score. So the bases are loaded for Caitlin Dunford. She's the DP. Where's number 9? Caitlin Dunford. So Carcamo. Maybe it's Carcamo. I say it's Carcamo. Ground ball to second. They go home. And the call is, I believe, safe at the plate. So that tells me the score is tied. All right, let me just fill you in real fast. It's kind of tough to see the umpire. So I believe it was a ground ball to first. They came home, but the throw was too late. So the run scored. So it looks like we have a 4-4 tie. There's still only 1 out, and the bases are loaded. And that's this is Jalen Paterez. She's the catcher. She's up with the bases loaded. First pitch, grounded foul, third base side. So 0-1 to Jalen. So just like that, the Explosion respond for 3 runs to tie it. Boy, this is going to be a shootout. So it's a 4-4 tie. Still only 1 out. The base is loaded. Here's the pitch. Taken for a ball. So I think the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 3 on. Carcamo pitch taken low, 2-1. So Bren Carcamo came in relief for Zavala. Here's the pitch on the way. Ground hit to third. Step on 3. They go home. That's actually a tag play. I don't think did she tag? No, I don't think. They're saying that's 3 outs. I don't think it is. We had 1 out. Okay, here's some confusion here. Let me explain to you. Okay, so what the situation is, the Angels thought there were 2 out. There was 1 out. There was a ground ball hit to third. The third baseman stepped on third, which is a force out. The runner from third going home now has to be tagged because it's not a forced play, and the catcher thought it was a forced play or thought it was 3 outs and didn't tag her. So the run scored. So now Explosion is ahead 5-4 with 2 outs and runners at first and second. So I hope that explains everything. So nonetheless, 5-4 Explosion. So the Angels get 4 in the bottom of the second. Explosion come back and get 4 in the top of the third, and they're still hitting with runners at first and second. So first and second, 2 outs, 2 on, and no balls and 1 strike. And this is Gabby Calderon at the plate. Next pitch taken for a strike. So Calderon at the plate. McHale on deck. Sophia McHale's on deck. 2 outs, 2 on, 4 in. 5-4 Explosion. Here's the pitch on the way. And there was a foul tip. So 2 strikes now. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, 2 on to Gabby Calderon. She's the first baseman. Here's the pitch. Line drive, foul. Count remains 0-2. So the Explosion come back and get 4 in the top half of the 3rd inning. Still hitting. And they got a runner at first and second. And the 0-2 pitch swung on. Ball was dropped, throw to first in time, side retired. But what an inning, and a crazy one it was. Explosion come up with 4 runs in that inning, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It is now 5-4 Explosion. All right, welcome back to the Champions Cup here in Irvine, California at Harvard Community Athletic Park. And I'll tell you, crazy top half of the 3rd inning. So Explosion come back with 4, and they take a 5-4 lead as we go into the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And leading off for the Angels will be Cheyenne Castile. She's the DP. She bats 4th. Folks, I want to remind you, check out fastpitchfilms.com. All your fast pitch needs. Check it out. We have a lot going on, a lot of shows, a lot of great things happening. We want to talk fast pitch softball. Tune us in. fastpitchfilms.com. My name's Dale Lopes. Enjoying this match between the Angels and Explosion. 5-4 game, and I can tell you right now, neither side is done scoring runs. I'll tell you right now. So here we go. Bottom of 3. Cheyenne Castile is going to lead off. Number 4 hitter. Where's number 5? Bats left-handed. Mentioned she's going to the University of Nebraska. And we're just about set. Here we go. On deck is Kennedy DeMott. Still a big kid. Left-handed bat, good power, drives the ball. Smart kid too, she has a 4.0 GPA. That pitch was taken high for a ball. Next pitch. And that's taken for a strike. So we have actually 2 balls, 1 strike to Castile. 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Taken for a strike, 2-2. So count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Castile, number 4 hitter. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Taken high and outside, ball 3, 3-2. DeMott on deck. Angels trail by 1, 5-4, bottom of 3. And here's the pitch, fouled away. So count remains 2-2. So Castile at the plate, count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's a pitch. High fly ball. And it's actually off the center field wall. Nice play by the center fielder to hold Castillo to a long single. She hit it off the wall, I should say, and she hit it hard. She's held to a single. So Castillo on board with the single, and here's Kennedy DeMott, the catcher. She had a double back in the second inning. So DeMott, the batter. Where's number 42? She's the catcher. On deck is Tiana Poole. 5-4 explosion, bottom of 3, and the Angels are coming back right now, knocking on the door. So DeMott hits 5th, and here's the pitch on the way. Changeup, fouled away. So no balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, 1 on. And Caitlin Dunford is now in pitching for Explosion. Fly ball to right center deep, but playable. It is caught by the center fielder for the first out. So Garcia makes the play. Remember, she's the one that, that was Castor, center field. Kalani Castor, she made the play. A fly ball to center for the first out. And that's going to bring up Tiani Poole, the third baseman. Brooklyn Scott is on deck. So here's Poole with 1 out, 1 on. First pitch, taken for a strike, 0-1. So we got aces wild. 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on, 1-run lead. Here's a pitch by Dunford. Check swing, strike 2, 0-2. Brooklyn Scott is on deck. This is Tiana Poole. So Castillo at first. Angels trail by 1. And here's the pitch on the way. Taken outside. So 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Poole. Castillo at first. Dunford looks in for a sign. She's ready. And here's a pitch by the lefty. Hit to the left field side, foul. So count remains 1-2. Okay, Dunford is ready. Here's the pitch to Poole. Pitch is taken outside. Count even, 2-2. So Dunford trying to nibble there. Trying to get Poole to chase. Just off the plate. She didn't bite, so the count is even, 2-2. Dunford's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken low and away, so the count goes full. So 3-2. Let's see if they put Castillo in motion, maybe just to try to stay out of the double play. You never know. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on, runner at first. And here's the pitch on the way. Ground ball to first, and she'll take the play herself. And that was Calderon. She didn't have a play at second, so she got the out. You want to get an out in that situation. You prefer the lead runner, but if not, you want to make sure you at least get 1, and she did. So that's the second out. And that's going to bring up Brooklyn Scott, the right fielder. So the tying run is at second, and Castillo, she doesn't have great speed, so it's going to probably take maybe an extra base hit to get her in. First pitch, changeup. Nice pitch for a strike. 0-1 to Brooklyn. Nice pitch by Dunford there. Started off with a changeup. Tall lefty Dunford. First name Caitlin. Here's the pitch. Another changeup in the dirt. Count is even, 1-1. All right, so Dunford is ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. Taken high, ball 2. 2-1. On deck is Tori LaMagna. Tori LaMagna's on deck. Dunford's ready. And here's the pitch on the way. Grounded to third. Nice play. Throw to first in time. That was a nice play by Olivas. Real nice play. Short hop, off balance throw, side retired. Okay, so the Angels, they leave one, they don't score. We go to the top half of the fourth inning. 5-4 Explosion. All right, welcome back to the Champions Cup. We're in Irvine at Harbor Community Park between Explosion and the Angels, semifinals, 16U. And it's 5-4, Explosion leading. And for Explosion leading off the top half of the fourth is going to be Sophia McGale. She's the right fielder. She bats left-handed. Stands 5'1". Goes to Gar High School. Got a 4.0 GPA, smart kid. So Sophia will be leading off for Explosion. She bats ninth, so she's going to try to get on. Be a table setter here. First pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. So no balls, one strike to Sophia. 5-4 Explosion. Here's the pitch. Lays down a bunt. Fielded by the pitcher. Throws and throws it away. Down the right field line. And McHale's going to second. Throw, gets away, goes into left field. And now the left fielder falls down to allow McHale to get all the way to third. So, if you're keeping score on that, you got a E1 on the throw to first. Then you have an E, I think it was either 9, that threw the ball to second and they got by the left fielder. So that allows McHale to go all the way to third with nobody out, and you have the top of the order, Layla Gomez, at the plate now. And Haley Sanchez is on deck. So a chance for Explosion to expand on their one-run lead here. Nobody out, runner at third. So here's Gomez. Trying to get McHale in at third. They lead by one, 5-4. And here's a pitch. He shows bunt. And she took the pitch. I'm not sure what the call was. May have been a ball, but here's the next pitch. This time it's a foul ball, so we have a strike there. I believe the count's 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, runner at third. Gomez at the plate. And here's the pitch. Taken outside. So it should be 2-1, I believe. 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's a pitch. Ooh, snap throw to third, just back. So they showed bunt, and the catcher came up throwing. McHale got back. Now there you do not want to get picked off with nobody out. That's an insurance run, and that's a huge run there. Here's a pitch on the way. And swung on a miss. Ball was dropped. Throw to first for the out because first base is not occupied. So that's the first out, and it's a big out. So Gomez is retired. And that's going to bring up Haley Sanchez, the left fielder. She bats second. On deck is Haley Olivas. So here's Sanchez. left-handed batter. One out, runner at third. Huge run for Explosion. They got to get this runner in. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to bunt her in. And it's a line drive, base hit right field. There you go. Big hit by Sanchez. And a big run there for Explosion. And that's going to bring up Haley Olivas, the number 3 hitter. And guess who's on deck? Alexa Ramirez. She's 2 for 2, homered and singled, 2 RBIs. So here's Olivas with trouble on deck. So we got 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. 6-4 Explosion. And here's the pitch. Taken for a strike, 0-1. And here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Taken outside for a ball. Ball 1. 1-1. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a pitch, line drive, foul down the left field foul line. So 1-2. So Carcamo head on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on to Haley Olivas. And like I mentioned, on deck is Alexa Ramirez. She's 2 for 2. Carcamo's ready. Here's the pitch. Changeup, ground ball to third. They go to second for 1, on to first, too late. So they get the lead runner at second for the second out. And that's going to bring up Alexa Ramirez, who's 2 for 2. She had an RBI single, and she had a solo home run in the second. So she's 2 for 2 with 2 runs batted in. So here's Ramirez. She's a shortstop. 2 down, runner at first. Explosion lead by 2. Here's the pitch. High fly ball right field, but playable. And it is caught by Scott, and that's going to do it. So side retired there. But Explosion, they do get a run, add on to the lead. Bottom of 3, 6-4 Explosion. Hey, welcome back. Champions Cup here in Irvine, California, Harvard Community Park. Semifinals, 16U between Explosion and the Corona Angels. And Explosion leads 6-4 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And for the Angels, it's going to be leading off for them is going to be Tori LaMagna. She'll be leading off for the Angels. Left fielder, where's number 18? Bats left. Emil Castillo's on deck. LaMagna's the number 8 hitter. Angels trying to get something started here. They trail by 2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. So Dunford's back out there with the 2-run lead. And she's set, she's ready, and delivers. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. So just like that, LaMagna starts off with a single. That's going to bring up Emil Castillo, the number 9 hitter. She's the shortstop. So the Angels trying to get back in this. They trail by 2. Tying run at the plate. On deck is Emma Jackson, the leadoff hitter. So 1 on, nobody out. Here's Castillo. She's a shortstop. Big kid. And Dunford's getting set here. Just about ready. Magna's at first. Dunford's ready. Here's the pitch to Castillo. I think that was a ball. Looked like a good pitch from here, but I think it was a ball. Dunford's ready. Here's the next pitch. That's a ball. That's outside. So I think the count's 2-0. Jackson on deck. Dunford's ready. Gets a sign, set. Here's the delivery. Taken for a strike. So 2-1 to Castillo. 6-4 explosion. Bottom of 4. Don't forget, we got the championship game coming up at 1 o'clock, so stick around for that. That's going to be a doozy, I'll tell you. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Taken low, 3-1. All right, Dunford's ready. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 4 outside. So ball 4 to Castillo. So the Angels have something cooking here. First and second, nobody out. That's going to bring up the leadoff batter, Emma Jackson, the second baseman. So 2 on for the Angels with nobody out. Here's Emma, left-handed batter, plays second base. Where's number 24? Angels trail by 2. Tying runs are on. Haley Garcia's on deck. So Dunford's about ready. She's looking for a sign. Now she's set, ready, delivers, and Jackson shows bunt. I think that was a strike. We got Garcia on deck, Haley Garcia, the number 2 hitter. So let's see what Jackson does here. She's slapping, and she hits a fly ball to center, caught by Castor, throwing to shortstop for the first out. So she hit away, flew out to center for the first out. And that's going to bring up Haley Garcia, the center fielder. On deck is Anaya Togia. So here's Garcia, the number 2 hitter, left-handed batter. Where's number 27? Plays center. Dunford on the mound. Where's number 9? Left-hander. She's set, ready, delivers. And a ground ball to second. And actually, there's no play. So okay, so we have a situation. There's a dead ball situation. I think the ball hit the runner. So the runner is out. The runner at second has to go back. So let me see what happened here. Okay, so there's a dead ball play. The batter's out. And the runner's at second, so okay, I'll fill you in here in a second. And now there's a ground ball to second, throw to first in time, side retired. Okay, I think what happened was there was a dead ball play by the umpire. The batter was out, but I think the runner was out as well. So I'm not quite sure what happened. That was a chance for a big inning for the Angels. They had first and second, nobody out. They get nothing out of that. So we're not quite sure exactly what took place, but there was a dead ball play. The batter was out, and the runner was out, so I'm not quite sure exactly what happened. But for the third out, there was a ground ball to second to retire the side. And we go to the 5th inning, 6-4 explosion. We'll keep it here. We'll keep it here. So that was kind of interesting. A chance for the Angels to have a big inning. They had first and second and nobody out, and they ended up getting nothing out of that. So that hurts.
What just happened?
Especially when you're going into the middle of your lineup. But nonetheless, they trail by 2, 6-4 as we go to the top of the 5th.
Yeah, that we had interference by the runner.
So I'm glad you could join us today for the semifinals. Don't forget, 1 o'clock we have the finals coming up. The winner of this game will be in that. Right now, Explosion leading 6-4 as we go to the top of the 5th. And for the Explosion, looks like it's Kalani Carter, I believe, is the batter. No, wait, let me see. No, it's Castor. Number 17, Castor. Castor's at the plate. She's a center fielder. Okay, swung on the ball in the dirt. All right, now time is called. I'm not sure what's taking place here. So the umpires are having a meeting. I'm not quite sure what's taking place. I'm not sure if it's something with the pitching rubber or the pitcher. You got the umpire talking to the pitcher. You got the plate umpire and the first base umpire talking. Not quite sure what the delay is. Hey, this gives us a chance to check out fastpitchfilms.com. All right, check us out. Everything you want to know about fast pitch, what's going on in the world of fast pitch, we got it for you. Check it out. Good stuff. These guys put a great show together. So make sure you check us out at fastpitchfilms.com. Okay, we're about set now. Not sure what took place there, but we had a little brief time out there. Now we're squared away. Castor's at the plate. And we're about set. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. So I think it's no balls and 2 strikes. Like I said, they have it set up down the left field foul line, so it's kind of hard to see the umpire, the plate umpire. But nonetheless, here's the pitch at high to deep. It is going to be off the left field fence, and Castor's going to go into second base with a stand-up double. So just like that, Castor drives it off the left field wall. And here comes the Explosion. Runner's second. Nobody out. And that's going to bring up the pitcher now, Caitlin Dunford. She was the DP. So she went in for Hernandez, so she's actually pitching now. So she's bat 6. So here's Dunford, the number 6 hitter, with Castor at second base. The first pitch taken for a ball, ball 1. Patarez on deck. Jalen Patarez is on deck. Caitlin Dunford at the plate. Here's the next pitch. I think it was taken for a ball. So I believe it counts 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Off Dunford's foot. She's going to take a second here, shake it out. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got nobody out. Runner at second. Castor, huge run here too for Explosion. You want to expand on this lead with the runner in scoring position, nobody out. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Count remains 1-2. Patarez is on deck. Jalen Patarez, she's the catcher. Gabby Calderon to follow. So nobody out. Runner at second for Explosion. Castor led off with a double. She's at second. Dunford at the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Taken outside. Ball 2. 2-2. So Dunford trying to help herself out. She's pitching now. She was the DP. She went in for the flex. And here's a pitch. Comebacker. Runner goes to third and makes it. Wow. I'll tell you, it's great base running by Castor, because on a comebacker, usually you check the runner, but she broke immediately. And Carcamo just decided to get the out at first. So that's the first out. So Dunford's retired. Castor goes to third. And here comes Paterez, the catcher, to the plate. So we got one out, runner at third, which is a huge run for Explosion. They lead by 2, 6-4, and we're in the fifth. So this is huge here for Paterez. And the first pitch is taken low in the dirt, ball 1. So 1-0 to Jalen. She bats seventh, does the catching. Where's number 32? She goes to Whittier Christian High School. And what a shocker. GPA 4.0. A lot of smart kids playing softball, I'll tell you that. Next pitch, taken for a strike. Count is even, 1-1. So Ace is wild. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Paterez would like to drive Castor in with only 1 out, runner at third. Here's the pitch. She shows bunt, and it's fouled away. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Explosion trying to get that run in anyway, anyhow. So now you got 1 and 2 to Paterez. On deck is Gabby Calderon. Here's the 1-2 pitch, taken high, 2 and 2. So Jalen Paterez at the plate. Gabby Calderon, first baseman on deck. Castor's at third, 1 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2 pitch. High fly ball left field, playable. Should be deep enough to score Castor. And she does score. So a good at bat by Paterez. That's what you want to do. Elevate, get the ball to the outfield, get that runner in. And she does. Very productive out. It's a sac fly. It's an RBI. Run for your team. Doesn't cost her an at bat. And it's all good. So now, Explosion lead by 3, 7-4. So good job by Paterez. So that's the second out, nobody on. That's going to bring up Gabby Calderon. Because we have a delay in the action, so there might be a hitter here. Let's see what happens. Calderon is due up. Let's see. There's a delay in the action. Let's see. And she's going to hit. Okay. So Calderon's up. Sophia McGill's on deck, the right fielder. So here's Calderon. Where's 00? First baseman. So here's the pitch on the way. Come back to the pitcher, throw to first, in time, side retired. Okay, so Explosion come up with 1 run in the top half of the 5th. We go to the bottom 5, 7-4 Explosion.
We go an hour and a half, or do we go all the innings for the playoffs?
Well, we go an hour and a half with no new inning. No new inning. Hour and a half, no new inning. This could be the last at bat. This could be it. This could be it.
Hey, Adrian, John just said that this could be the last at bat. It could be, because he said they only go an hour and a half. Yeah, so this might be the bottom of that, whatever inning.
All right, welcome back. Champions Cup, Irvine, California, Harvard Community Park, 16U semifinals between Explosion and the Corona Angels. Explosion leading 7-4 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Oh, just a reminder, don't forget, 1 o'clock today we have the championship game coming up. The winner of this game will be in there. So stick around for that. Should be a fantastic finish. And glad you could make it. check us out at fastpitchfilms.com. A lot going on, Fast Pitch Talk, a lot of great shows. Big E has a show. We have all kinds of things happening there. Once again, props to our crew here to set all this up, to bring it to you. These guys do a tremendous job. Production behind the scenes, camera guys, everybody involved. Big Adrian runs a great show here. He does a lot of good work, a lot of good things. So check him out, fastpitchfilms.com. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 5th. For the Angels, looks like Tori LaMagna is going to lead it off. She's the number 8 hitter. First pitch swung on a miss, strike 1, 0-1. Dunford still out there. She's leading 7-4. Bottom of 5. Angels have to get something going here. Trailing by 3, getting late. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Taken high. Count even, 1-1. I got a correction here. That's actually Cheyenne Castillo. Castillo's at the plate. My bad. It's hard to see over here. See who's hitting. Next pitch, changeup. Taken for a strike. I think the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Castillo. She's the number 4 hitter. She hit one off the wall, but got a long single out of that. Now she hits a fly ball right field. It's playable. The play is made by Gomez for the first out. So Castillo retired. That's going to bring up Kennedy DeMott. She's the catcher. She had a double back in the 2nd inning, which was a big inning for the Angels. They had 4 runs that inning, but Explosion came back with 4 in the top of 3, and they now have a 7-4 lead. So here's DeMott, the catcher. Tiana Poole is on deck. So here's DeMott. Dunford's ready. First pitch taken high for a ball. Ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike. 1 out, nobody on. Poole on deck. DeMott at the plate. Dunford on the mound. Lefty is ready. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Taken low, ball 2, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. Time is called. Meeting at the mound. So Paterez is going to go out and talk to her pitcher. Ramirez, the shortstop, goes in and talk. Okay. So we have a little break here. Don't forget, 1 o'clock championship game. The winner of this game will be in there. We're going to bring that to you live at Harvard Park here. Fast Pitch Films on location. We do a dynamite job, so check us out for that championship game. Don't forget, 1 o'clock. All right. Paterez is ready. Dunford is ready. Meeting over. And DeMott at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Dunford's ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. And the pitch is fouled off. Right side out of play. So 2 balls, 1 strike to DeMott. 7-4 Explosion. Tiana Poole on deck. Nobody on. Dunford's ready. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Taken low, ball 3. 3-1. Poole on deck. Brooklyn Scott to follow. DeMott at the plate. I believe it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Yep. So this is what we call a hitter's count. 3-1. Something you can handle and drive right here. There's a pitch. Wow, the pitch was down. Called for a strike. Full count. DeMott thought it was down, and she took that pitch. And, you know, that's actually a good take because a 3-1 situation, you're looking for 1 pitch, 1 spot, and that wasn't her spot. I thought that pitch was down, and so did she, so she took it. So the count's full now, so it's 3-2. So good hitters can hit with 2 strikes. She bats 5th, so she's a good hitter. So here's the pitch on the way to DeMott. And that pitch is taken for ball 4. So DeMott walks, and that's going to bring up Tiana Poole, the third baseman, with Brooklyn Scott on deck. So 1 out, 1 on. And we're going to have a runner for Poole. And then I believe that's De Guzman. Lauren De Guzman, I believe, is the runner at first with 1 out. She wears number 16. Lauren De Guzman. Okay. So here's Poole. Third baseman. Wears number 2, right-handed batter. Big kid. And here's the pitch. Taken high, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, 1 on. And it's 7-4 Explosion. Swung on a miss, count is even 1-1. So Poole swung through that. Brooklyn Scott is on deck. So count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. Dunford's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken outside, ball 2. 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Tiana Poole. Brooklyn Scott is on deck. De Guzman's running at first for DeMott. Here's the next pitch, taken high. And Ramirez is going to come in at shortstop and talk to Dunford, saying, hey, go right at her. We got a 3-run lead. Don't walk anybody. Let's go. So I think the count is 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. And here's the next pitch, taken for a strike, 3-2. So count is full. So Angels trail by 3. Do you put the pinch runner, De Guzman, in motion with the 3-2 count with your number 6 hitter? Let's see what they do. She's not going, and Poole fouls away. Count remains 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. De Guzman at first. Running for DeMott. Poole at the plate. Full count. Brooklyn Scott is on deck. 3-run lead for the Explosion. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. So Poole takes strike 3. Huge out. And that's going to bring up Brooklyn Scott. Brooklyn's the right fielder. Where's 0-0? So a big strike out there by Dunford. So should be. Runner goes, throw down, too late. So De Guzman steals second. So she's in scoring position for Scott. There's 2 outs. So this is Brooklyn Scott. Big kid, plays right field. Here's the pitch on the way. Line and caught for the final out. So just like that. The Angels go down, don't score. We go to the top of the 6th. 7-4 Explosion. Okay, we're back, and I guess that's going to do it for the semifinals. The Explosion with a big 4-run third inning, and 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 5th. They beat the Angels 7-4, so the Explosion will go into the finals at 1 o'clock So just to wrap this up, the Angels lose to Explosion 7-4 in the semifinals. Stay with us. At 1 o'clock, we have the championship game coming up. So stay tuned to that. That's going to be at 1 p.m. And we'll have all the play for you here at Harvard Community Park. Until then, this is Dale Lopes saying so long for now. Come back and join us at 1 o'clock for the championship game. Until then, so long, everybody. Final score, Explosion 7, Corona Angels 4.
Go down. There you go. I don't know where he down. Right there. I'm guessing because I don't know where he has it. This one taking it here.
What cable was this? What camera?
Oh, this should be camera 3. Camera 3.
Camera 3?
And this lens should be here, right? This,
Oh, but on the switcher, what you want it on?
this one should go here, right? Right here, it should go on this lens. It should go. This gets to here, it doesn't matter. Yeah, 3 on the switcher. Should be 3 in the switcher.
3? So, okay, you want me to?
Yeah, because it goes 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Lando, move that camera. Is that going to be okay?
Yeah, okay, we gotta just hold it.
No, if you move the camera farther out.
Yeah, we already talked about it already.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh shit. Hey, Adrian, can you hear me? What number am I over here? Okay. Hey, Adrian, what do you want me to do over here? Am I gonna follow the play, or do you want me to follow the ball like 2, or am I gonna do like a 3rd? Who are you talking to? Wait, hold on. Whoops. Yeah, Adrian, I'm here. I got a question. Why do we have to move? Why can't we play the... It's like, we're already there.